Hey everybody, it's Jennifer. I'm back with some more middle grade reads. This month we've been talking about some graphic novels in our Get Booked conversations, and I thought I would share some of my favorite middle grades. So I have a lot of favorite middle grades, so we might do a couple of these, because a lot of them are checked out, which is great, but then I don't get to share them all. So the first one is Roller Girl by Victoria Jamieson. And this is about roller derby, which sounds really hard. I don't think I can roller skate very well, so this would be terrible for me, but I loved it because it's a sports book, but it's about friendship, it's about being determined, the artwork is really fun, it's about self-confidence and figuring out who you are. It was just so much fun to read. I really loved it. And then this is Class Act. This is Jerry Croft. This is a companion to New Kid. New Kid is the first book, and this continues Drew's story. He's now in 8th grade. Again, the artwork is super fun. And it does take place over the year, so there's a lot of different parts about school. A lot of it is school. There's some friendship. Drew draws a lot, so he's an artist himself, so there's some of his work, which is this here. And his parents have kind of said that he can go to art school if he wants to, but maybe he doesn't want to now after being in this school for a couple years. So there's a 3rd book coming. I'm really excited. Drew's story is really great. We talk a lot about class and race, and so it's a meaty book, even though it's a graphic novel. So sometimes people think that graphic novels don't really have a lot of meat to them, but these really do. And a lot of them do, but, you know, sometimes there's some that stand out a bit more. And then this is Kathleen Gros, Joe. This is an adaptation of Little Women. Little Women is one of my favorite stories, so this is really fun. I just love reading about all the different adaptations of the sisters, and there have been quite a few lately, so if you like Little Women, there's at least another graphic novel for middle grade, and there is a new YA called So Many Beginnings, and there is another 2 or 3 middle grade adaptations in novel form. So Joe is writing, and she's writing on the newspaper, so it's a little bit different. She's not a novelist yet. Her dad is deployed overseas, so you still have that military part. Lori comes, of course, and, you know, Joe's at that awkward stage where she's not really into boys and not really sure about things like that. So this was a really great read. I loved it. And this one I'm taking home with me tonight because I've been looking at this. I found out about it a while back, and I was like, oh, I have to read that, and then I didn't see it on the shelf, and now it's back. So, this sounds so stinking cute. Breaking cat news. Cats reporting on the news that matters to cats. How cute is that cover? So, I'm excited to see what's important to cats, and I think it's kind of a fun little twist on, like, news. Which we could all use that now. So this is Illegal. This is Ian Colfer, who is the Artemis Fowl author, and Andrew Duncan. So this is another one of those meaty topics. Ebo is alone. He and his brother were traveling together. They were refugees, and they got separated along the way, and this is kind of Ebo's story about what happened, how it works out. This made me think a lot. It's a really great book. It is very hopeful, but it does talk a lot about what it means to be a refugee, and you're traveling in places that might not be welcoming, and also, you know, how hard it is when you have nothing and you're trying to get someplace that's going to give you some hope. So this was another really great book. So that's it for today, but we'll have more next time. See you soon.